What does the moon, a lake, and a stork have in common? At the end of every summer, adult migrant birds feed their youngsters, fattening them up for the arduous journey they're about to face. From swallows to many species of waders, these birds all share the same autumn behavior. Even some of the most colorful birds in the northern hemisphere share this behavior. And until a few hundred years ago, no one knew what happened to them. The thing with people, though, is that when we don't know something, we have to figure it out. We have to know why. We have to question and theorize. And we have to wonder where our birds went in winter. Let's start back in ancient Greece, the hotbed of scientific thinking and exploration at the time. From science and philosophy to trying to understand the natural world, many of the greatest minds tackled the problems of the day. And one of the greatest minds trying to answer where birds went in winter was none other than Aristotle. He pondered the question of what happened to birds in winter. Why were there fewer birds, and where did they go? He came up with a few theories. His first, more logical one was that they must hibernate somewhere, and that we just haven't found where that somewhere is. But for other species, he proposed species transformation. He proposed that the redstart became a robin in winter. Considering they look fairly similar, this wasn't too crazy compared to what was to come next. In the 17th century, Charles Morton proposed that birds flew to the moon. Thankfully, this was not widely accepted. But still, we tried to figure out the answer. Looking at our winter landscapes, devoid of many of the birds we knew in summer, we wondered where they went. Enter the Pfeilstorch, German for arrow stork. In 1822, a white stork was found with an arrow through its neck. The bird ultimately did not survive its injuries, and it was sent to a museum. An autopsy was performed by Heinrich Gustav Flörker. It did not make sense that this bird could have flown so far. He recognized the arrow. It was from Egypt. This white stork had travelled back to Europe from the River Nile. Over the rest of Migrant Month, we will look at why birds migrate, who migrates, and where they migrate to. Join us on this learning journey as we look at this truly marvelous spectacle, and how even the tiniest of migratory birds find their way and how they survive.